Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rob Coben, comedian, back at you with another trailer review this morning. Trailer review, trailer review. I don't know. I think I might actually change this background, but I want to come at you today with another trailer that I was able to find um, for a movie starring. Let me just get right into it because I can't figure out nice ways to kind of hide what I want to talk about. So the trailer I want to review today is for a little movie called Thorns, right? So, what is Thorns? Well, the reason I wanted to review this particular movie is for one main reason. I don't know if you see this guy's face right here in the middle of the movie art or the movie poster there, but that is Doug Bradley. That is Doug Bradley. For those of you who don't know, Doug Bradley is famous for playing Pinhead in the original Hellraiser trilogy. Um, Very well received horror movie, written by Clive Barker, who did a ton of great horror movies around that time. Check out any of the stuff that has Clive Barker's name on it around that time. All of it is great. But Doug Bradley, who became famous for Pinhead, is back in another horror movie, and I'm like excited. Now, the reason I want to talk about this movie in particular is because, like I said, Doug Bradley is famous for playing Pinhead, but where are the Scream Kings, right? Like the guys that are known for playing great characters in horror movies, for most of their career. Like when I was growing up, and I don't want to get, I guess I can give my age away. I'm in my 50s now, right? So when I was a kid, Scream Kings were guys like, Christopher Lee and Bela Lugosi and people that was Vincent Price. How can I forget Vincent Price? These were guys that were in a ton of scary movies, and that almost became like what they were known for. If you heard a particular actor's name, you knew that was about to be a scary movie. And there's certain actors that kind of trend continued into like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and maybe even the early 2000s. You had guys like Tony Todd, who played Candyman, has done a ton of horror movies. Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, has done a ton of horror movies. You hear his name, it's probably going to be a horror movie. And there's a few others, Lance Hendrickson, and a few other guys that have done just a ton of horror movies. And Doug Bradley is one of those names, like when I hear it, I'm like, oh, is it going to be another Hellraiser movie, or is it some sort of horror movie? And I don't know. I feel like, we've kind of gotten away from that. Actors known for that kind of genre. But are there any Scream Kings that are your favorite that I'm missing? Make sure the guys mention who your favorite Scream Kings are in the comments. But yeah, this is Doug Bradley, a movie that he's in. I don't know if he's actually going to play the villain. Doesn't look like it, because it looks like the villain is up here. And I don't know if he's going to play a good guy or what. But, let's take a look at it and see. Now, what is Thorns? Let's go over the movie synopsis real quick. The movie says an ex-priest working for NASA. Okay, that sounds wild already. An ex-priest working for NASA is sent to investigate a remote observatory that went silent after receiving a radio signal from deep space. He discovers that signal has set in motion the biblical end of times. I love that, right? I love when movie genres kind of mix, sci-fi with mystical or magical and stuff like that. One great example of one of mine, and I'm sure your favorite horror movies, is Event Horizon. Event Horizon, like, blew my socks off when I first saw it, because, at the time it came out, which I think was like late 90s, all of the alien movies was popular, and everybody thought like this is going to be, your typical alien movie, or, some sort of mystic thing or whatever was going to be the alien. But it kind of dipped into the mysticism a little bit, because the Event Horizon went somewhere, and when it came back, it was like, okay, where did it go? And in the movie, I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but in the movie, there's some interesting, theories about where that ship went and what it brought back when it came back. Just an absolutely great science fiction horror movie. I wish they would, remake it or make a part 2 or something like that, because once again, it was just a really great, well written, well acted, and well executed horror movie for the time. Um, but in this particular movie, one thing that it seems like Doug Bradley and them are stealing from the Hellraiser series is that they have this visitor from outer space called the Necronaut. Like not an astronaut, but a necronaut. So I thought that was an interesting, basically the whole reason I even wanted to review this is because the clip art and everything for it is like amazingly creepy, and it's Doug Bradley, and it's kind of like some unique deal ideas, kind of low budget. I don't think you'll ever see this movie like in your movie theater somewhere, but maybe you'll catch it on streaming somewhere. Streaming. Maybe you catch it on streaming somewhere where you can check it out. This movie is directed by Douglas Schultz, who's done like a ton of like small budget horror movies that all seem to kind of have sort of a religious type thing to him, which is kind of weird and cool. And this movie also stars John Bennett, Cassandra Shomer, and Bo Schumacher, who are all our kind of horror movie actors and actresses. They do some voiceover work and things like that. No, like really, big huge stars. Like A-listers, I guess. I don't mean to crap on these guys' careers, but basically the people that are in this movie are guys that are used to doing movies like this. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could bring this movie trailer up. Now, this movie trailer actually is not on IMBD this time. I actually had to find it on YouTube, so I'm pretty sure my video is going to be restricted, probably. But I don't care. I don't know the YouTube rules. I'm not making any money from this. I'm just doing this because I love doing movie reviews. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull this up and take a look at it. And I'll show you guys the trailer for Thorns. Let's take a look.
I understand you are on your way to Iron Mountain Observatory to find out why and went silent after receiving a signal from a missing probe. This celestial mystery must be evaluated from every perspective.
Now lay me down to sleep.
There appear to be pages from a Bible covering the walls.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep.
I'm not going to hurt you.
If I should die before I wake.
You can tell it's like kind of low budget, but hey, I'm here for it.
My soul
Oh wow, I like that. Oh wow. Great. What's up? Did he rip his face off? Jesus
Book of
Christ.
Revelations talks about the end of times. You think that's what's happening now?
Amen.
Wow.
It's starting.
What is it you want?
Oh, I love it.
What prophecy?
Spoil it. Satanic poop. I love it.
The signal coming through the headphones.
I'm taking that
Everybody
shit
is in
like that.
danger.
Join us. Do you hear it, Gabriel?
Join us.
All roads have led to this moment. Let the signal transmit.
Amen.
I satanic poop. I've never. I'm here for it. I saw satanic poop, and I'm absolutely here for it. Let's go. If anybody has ever eaten after 2 o'clock in the morning some Taco Bell, you've seen that same scene in your own bathroom. Listen, I am here for this. I like this plot. I feel like it's, really, really unique, as far as, mixing genres, the science fiction, the religious, the horror. Like I am here for it, man. You could tell in certain scenes that it's some low budget stuff going on, but some of it, some really practical stuff is happening there too, with the whole guts falling off and the guy ripping his face off. And I'm assuming that's the necronaut with the thorns in the face and everything. It looks like a Cenobite from the from the just my term of music, but it looks like a Cenobite from the Hellraiser series, and could probably fit right in the Hellraiser. I would love it if they connect this to Hellraiser. Why not? You know what I'm saying? The dude looks like a Cenobite, has the like leather fit on and everything, and join us and all of the voice and all of that stuff. I am here for this, man. Like I said, I think while the movie is still listed as coming soon, I think it was kind of released in certain countries or something like that. And the movie seems like a fun movie, but it has horrible IMBD ratings already. It's at like a 4.1 on IMBD after 19 reviews. So, is it a movie that's going to be like a classic, or something that, you go back and look at, 10 years later, like, hey, let's put on Thorns again? Like, I don't think it's going to be that kind of movie at all, but it looks like it could be a fun little watch. Um, uh, I can tell you one thing that this movie kind of puts me in the mind of a little bit, something that was kind of low budget, but fans still loved. There was a movie called, I think it was called Last Shift, or was it The Last Shift? I think it was the female police officer was in the shut down police station that ended up being haunted by the spirit of a serial killer cult leader or whatever. It puts me in the mind of that a little bit, where it was low budget, but there was some really good scary scenes that fans remember, and they actually ended up remaking that movie recently. So maybe this is something that could catch on and start a little fire, and who knows. But Doug Bradley is in it. I'm happy to see him back. Looks like he's aged quite a bit, but hey, keep on going, my brother. Say they haven't torn your soul apart yet. So um, there you go, man. To enter the review for Thorns. Are you here for it? Do you not care? Do you want me to do some more science fiction? A friend of mine recently reached out to me, said he's been watching my video and wants me to do some science fiction trailers. Hey, why not? I love science fiction too. So maybe tomorrow I'll do a science fiction trailer for you guys and we'll review that. But once again, that was Thorns, and I've been comedian Rob Coleman. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this trailer with me. And let me know what you think. If you've already seen this movie, let me know what your review is as well. Thank you guys for watching, and you catch me in the next one. Talk to you later.